Mm-hmm.
Looks like we are live now.
Alrighty.
Hello, for anybody who's actually watching or listening to this at a later date. We're just hanging out for a little bit. Just probably going to be, probably not really and actually quiet because we're never quiet, but we'll probably won't get into the episode for a minute or so just because we are actually live for the first time today and we're just hanging out to see if anybody might want to join us and watch us live. We're going to be doing the occasional live episodes, so make sure you keep an eye out for that, guys. And I believe if you click the little bell next to the subscribe button, that will actually notify you when we're live as well as when we post a new podcast episode, which is usually every Saturday morning, except for, when things come up. And But yeah, we're reasonably consistent.
Yep. Good enough.
For those of you who are listening and not watching today, that's a shame because Trashy looks great. She looks great today. She got some big lashes on. Her hair looks great. I look like a giant thumb. I am wearing one of my favorite shirts, though. I hardly ever wear this shirt.
God.
It's the Wicked Sisters Cosmetics logo shirt. I love those guys.
That's gorgeous. But you know what, guys? She does not look like a big thumb. She's a gorgeous, bold queen. Alright?
Oh, God.
Stop what you're doing. Stop listening. Stop just listening. You need to watch it also. Look at you in your little heart glasses.
Those are just to hide my tired eye bags. If you guys are new, I'm Frosty. This is Trashy. We're your hosts.
Hi.
I think this is probably, I'm going to take a wild guess because I honestly can't remember, but I think we might be on to episode 8 or 9? 10? I don't know, fuck. Maybe I should have checked before I said that. That's actually really embarrassing that I don't remember. It was a wild time last year, okay? It's still a wild time.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, it's a new year, but a lot of things kind of still feel a bit very samey.
It is episode 8. I just checked.
It's 8. Nice. See, it's not bad. Yeah, we only started a few months, in the last couple of months of last year, so we're doing pretty good. I'm drinking out of this cup for the first time. I just thought it would be fun. I've never had a chance to drink out of it yet. It says liquid patience, and it's very sparkly. It's actually probably meant for hot coffees, but I've got iced coffee in here because it's 1 billion degrees here where I am in Western Australia. Ugh.
Nice. I just finished my hot chocolate, but it is always in my little soup cup. It says soup with
That's
vegetables
so cute.
in the letters. Because it is cold here. It's cold and hot. It's a really weird temperature right now.
Yeah.
During the day, it was hot.
Yeah.
So
Anyone
hot.
who's been to where you live, though, would be very familiar with the weather. So, I live on the west coast of Australia, the far west coast of Australia. It's just either extremely hot or extremely cold. But where Trashy lives, she lives on the complete opposite side of Australia to me, and it's just confused. The weather is always confused. It's generally colder, but it's confused all the time. It's a bit, it's a bit all over the place.
Yeah. Sometimes, it's really true what they say that, some people could, warned me when we were coming here just to be because, generally I will just say Victoria. You don't need to know exactly where, but Victoria. Hi. We literally have every single, season in a day. Not all the time, because that would just be crazy. We'd be psycho by that point. But it could be so boiling, or it could go from cold and Silent Hill, fog and shit, to boiling hot at 30, 40 degrees, and then all of a sudden it could start raining, and then it's all over the place. Sometimes you just what do I prepare for? Do I bring a jacket? Do I wear a dress?
Honestly, I would just like keep stuff in the car, like just keep a jacket, just keep a spare change of like something lighter in case you get real sweaty. I don't know.
Yeah. Pretty much that's it. Like, if you don't drive, you own a big bag. So I own a big bag of shit. I have like a dress, like a change of clothes, like a jacket. Like sometimes I'll bring my snow jacket and just leave it at work. So then when it's super cold, I can just go grab
Yeah.
that. Oh, so dumb. It's fantastic. I love it here, but like, it's just nuts
Yeah.
sometimes. It's just like, is it the end of the world? But it's not. It's literally just melting. It's just where we're situated is a bit weird. But yeah, hello everybody. Happy
Hello.
freaking New Year.
Yeah, I think it's about time. I mean, pretty much. I mean, we do have some. Obviously, we do have episodes where they have particular subjects and stuff like that. But some of them are just to hang out and catch up and things like that. And probably most of the live ones will just be ones where we come and hang out in case you guys want to chat with us and stuff, obviously. So we don't have any particular subjects that we're going to be speaking about today, but we do have a few things we wanted to talk about with each other. We waited to talk about with you guys as well for the podcast.
Wait to the podcast.
Did you want to start us off today, Trashy? What do you want to talk about first?
Okay, I want to talk about tiny hats.
Okay.
I
was not expecting that to be the first thing you wanted to talk about, but I'm into it.
I like
Let's
that.
talk
I feel
about
like
hats.
the hair and like what's going on with life at the moment. Oh god, this eyelash, you suck. It's like a little bit lower than the rest of them because I've got a lazy eye here. Ooh, okay, whatever.
Wait, do you want me to zoom you back out?
I won't look at my. Okay, that's better.
You know what? My eyes are really wonky and uneven, so one of mine is always way droopier than the other one. It's just how it is, you know. There's nothing to do about it.
Fine. This one's like, ooh, supermodel. Ooh, and then this one's Quasimodo. Like, what the fuck? Like a little bug eye. Just ew. Anyway.
All the time.
Everybody is beautiful, but you're allowed to have a go at your own face. Okay, so it was really late at night. I have trouble sleeping sometimes because like anxiety is like, hey, you're not gonna sleep, bitch, huh? Whatever. And it's just, an a-hole, so yeah. And I was just like, cool, I guess I'm not gonna sleep. Like, I'm really tired, I can feel it, but it's just not happening. So I'm like, cool, I'll just watch dumb videos on the internet. And usually it goes down the usual rabbit holes of like, oh, cute puppy, or oh, this person who's really beautiful, and then I hate myself for hours. But this time, Instagram didn't do me dirty. This time, they were like, hey,
what are you holding?
Huh? It's a pen. Why?
Oh, I saw the orange end. It looks a different shade of orange with the glasses on. I thought you were holding a carrot. I was like, are you just holding a... I mean, I know we're weird and we do bring snacks. I mean, it's a snack for like a podcast, but I was just like, a carrot though? I've never seen you just holding a carrot.
Yeah, have I seriously descended into madness like that? Is that what you think of me? I'm just like talking about fucking tiny hats and rabbit holes, and you're like, she's waving around a bloody carrot.
I'm sorry. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay,
Instagram didn't do you dirty.
The carrot around. I need like a toy carrot or something. But all my toys are huge, so I don't want to bring them in here. I mean soft toys. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. But so. Anyway, oh my god. Okay, so Instagram let me down this rabbit hole of like video. They're like, hey, you've been looking at recyclable crafts and you know all this shit because I love recyclable crafts.
Yeah.
Like it's my shit. Because I hoard and hoard and hoard, and I'm trying to deal with it right now. So I'm like trying to look at ways to like sort of deal with that. And the houses that we're looking at right now are a lot smaller or like compact, I guess is more of the term. And I want to declutter the house down. Like I am like, you know, whipping my ass into gear to be like, bitch, we are dealing with this now because you're a horrible hoarder and you need to stop. So I'm like itemizing everything. So anyway, Instagram was like, hey, here's this weird rabbit hole of like tiny hats. And I'm like, Tiny hats. Okay, whatever. So like, I love crocheting crafts, so I was watching all these videos of these people who do crocheting, like, the normal size hats or like bikinis for like raves and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then there was this one woman who I was watching, or person, sorry, that was knitting a sweater for Coraline. You know Coraline, the animation.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, her sweater is crocheted by hand,
What?
like literally, like
That's
this
so crazy.
tiny little sweater, and she had these tiny little needles and was just like, you know, just going along making this, and I'm like, what the wow, holy crap! And I'm
That's
just
so
in
wild.
awe. I watched it like 20 times, and then Instagram was like, "Oh, tiny crafts, you say? Yeah."
Oh, I like where
It's
this
like,
is
hell
going.
yeah! I'm never sleeping. So they were talking about recyclability of just little things like bottle caps are really hard
Right.
to recycle. It's usually
Mm.
the one thing that's left out of something that can be recycled or reused or
Yeah.
whatever. And
Yeah.
it's so dumb. And I have so many of them. And
Yeah.
I get like my partner's mum to collect them, or anybody that I know just collect them, because I like doing crafts and shit with it, and eventually I'll use it. So there was this person who made tiny hats out of bottle caps, like plastic bottle caps.
That's cool.
They like glued felt over like the top of it, sort of thing, and used it as like a hard base to put like a clip or something on it. So they put it in their hair,
Oh.
or just like on things. They can put it on their pets if they're tiny, like a little snake or something like that. It's so cute. And
I love tiny hats on
yeah,
animals.
and they would like glue like wool on it too, so they would make little beanies and little everything.
Oh,
And I'm like,
that's so cute.
oh my
Imagine
god,
how many tiny hats you can make with all the bottle caps you have.
oh my god, I want to make tiny hat clips. So I was just like, all right. So I won't start the project now because I already have 10 million projects going at once at all times. So I'm like, okay, we will wait till the new house, but I will collect all the bottle caps, put them in a little box, and be like, right, we're making tiny hats, bro.
Tiny hats.
Yes. Oh, it made me so happy. I was like,
Oh, dude, I
oh,
love that
you
so
got
much.
me. Like when people go, oh, but Instagram is listening to what I'm saying and then it shows me ads, and I'm like, bro, I want it to listen to me. I want it to know what I want.
Oh, good. I swear,
But
like,
yeah,
it's either really creepily accurate or it's just like being super fucking wild. Like, I'm like,
yeah.
I've never looked at that in my life. Like, why are you showing me this ad?
Oh god, when like the Wish ads come up and stuff, and it's just like butts, and you're like silicone
Yeah.
butts, and I'm like, when have I ever looked at a
Yeah, you're like,
silicone
okay, I
butt?
know I'm weird, but I don't
Yeah, like
remember.
I am totally open-minded to anything like that, and sure, but like I'm not out here like
Looking for a new butt.
rocking for silicone ass.
Exactly.
Oh goodness. Or just like pumps for weird things and stuff like that. I'm like, I don't have one. Why are you showing me this? Oh
Oh,
goodness. Okay, so what have you been up to, my dude? What is
oh
your
god.
tidbit
I had to turn this off
2021?
for a second because for some reason, like because I'm bald, like it's just like tickling my bald head while when I'm laughing. It's like moving around. I'm like,
Yeah.
why are you doing that? Stop!
It's gonna sound so like not attractive, but like I'll say it anyway. So when we were looking for houses, I put a wig on because I'm like, oh, maybe the shave size, because I've got shave size on both, and the mullet will probably like deter them away a little bit. So it's usually like totally fine, but I haven't done my hair, and I was like, whatever, I'm not feeling confident, so I put a wig on, and I put the big white one that I've got, which is like
Yeah.
white blonde. And every time I wear it, because like I don't wear like, you know, any sort of like covering or anything like here. It started to itch here.
Oh god.
And I was just like, fuck off! Get off my head! I just like yeeted it in the car as soon as we got in the car. Like, as soon as the Asian, I literally watched her like get in the car. I was like, and just threw it.
I've done that with wigs, with hats, like I just anything that's like, I'm just like, what? Because like, is it fun? Yes, but like when you get hot and you get itchy, or it's just been on you for so long,
itchy.
you're just like, ah. But it's nice when you take it off and you're just like, freedom.
Yeah, that was good. This Tess was like, "You right?" I'm like, "I'm fine." I just needed it off. You don't understand
Some
the
days,
itchiness.
some days, like, you know, most days, it's not even a thing that bothers, but like, you just get those days as well where like everything bugs you and you're just like, ah!
Oh, yeah, big time. Absolutely. So, you said a tidbit of 2021, my dude. And I won't interrupt
God.
you.
Dude, I don't even. I'm like prepared to talk about just your stuff. Like, I'm like,
I can talk forever, but like, I
you're just
didn't consider it, you know,
I've got
alcohol if I
some
didn't ask.
sneaky props in the background here. These are ponytail extensions from Trash Mama Wigs, which we'll talk about more in a second. I guess I'll say something. I'll think of something to say. What have I even been doing, you guys? Holy fuck. So our last episode that we posted was, I think, New Year's, so day after Christmas. I had a few, like, I had about a week or nearly a week off for from doing my course, which was nice. If anyone's interested, which I'm sure you guys are so interested. I'm just studying business administration at the moment, and I'm over it. It's almost the end of my course. I'm just fucking. It's hot. It's been so hot here. It's like peak summer, and I'm just fucking. I'm sick of studying. My brain just can't think. I can't think when it's this fucking hot as well. And I have like a major assignment that I need to hand in a couple of days, and I've done none of it. I don't know. Anyway, getting sidetracked. Basically, my husband and I did take a week off, and we went and visited both our families for a few days each, which was really nice. And did some Christmassy shit, gave people presents. I love giving people presents. And that's pretty much it, honestly. I haven't done anything exciting. We went to the beach a few days ago. We're going to the beach again tomorrow because it's just been like 40 degrees here. That's Celsius, by the way. 40 degrees Celsius. Really fucking hot. And some of those days, the humidity hasn't really been that high. Some of it's only been like 20. Other days, the humidity has literally hit fucking 90% humidity, which is just so obscene. So you guys can probably get an idea. Like, I study from home. All my courses online because when I started my course, I think I started it after COVID began, and that's why it's all like, you know, online and everything. So yeah. So it's just like and sometimes I have to do assignments where I've got to record myself saying things or doing things or discussing things with other people who have to like role play, you know, being different characters and stuff. Because obviously I'm doing it all online, you know, there's elements that they need to have to, you know, mark me off and stuff. And it's just been so hard to do, and it's just because it's so close to the end of the course too. I feel like I've just used all my energy just trying to get like like push through it, and I'm just like I have no energy left. But I'll get through it. I'll get it done, and it'll be good to have the qualification. Honestly, do I know what I'm going to use this for right now? No. It has come in handy, honestly. My husband. If some of you watching aren't aware, he streams on Twitch, and I do use a little bit of my business knowledge to help him out because it's counted as a small business.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice.
I'm gonna honestly just I could keep talking, but I feel like I'm talking about absolutely fucking nothing. I do have a
Okay.
few
Oh my
exciting
god.
things. Like I'm gonna be pumping out so many YouTube videos over on my own YouTube channel. You guys don't want to miss that. So I have some boxes here that are full of earrings from Luna Solar. I've got a whole choker collection coming from Black Rose Cosmetics that I'm going to be reviewing. I've got more hair on the way that's nearly here. I've got to review this guy, which just got here. Oh, so nice. These are from Trash Mama Wigs. That's Trashy's new business. And also some wigs, which should be here really soon. What else? That's all I'll tell you about at the moment. I don't want to get you guys too excited, okay?
Yeah.
I actually can't remember because I don't have my notebook on me. So choose memory.
Oh goodness. Yeah, you've got some
Actually,
gifts coming your way.
dude, don't even get me started. My God, something exciting actually that will be coming in the future is we will have be having occasional episodes that have guests in them. So that's cool.
Ooh.
Including things like something that's really important to both of us, I know, is like small business owners and stuff like that. So we'll definitely
Mm,
be showing up people like that. You know, other things too, but like things like people who we love that honestly just I'm like, well, how are they not like they deserve all the success in the world. Let's boost them up. You know,
big
I don't know. I don't know how much we can do with our little our little podcast channel here, but because it's mostly just for fun. But if we
time.
can help somebody, a small
Yeah.
business make a sale, that means something.
Yeah, for sure. Like, look, they can even just like, I know it's really hard, like, especially like, because I'm running a small business right now.
Yeah,
It is hard sometimes to be like, to think of some new content that, that's gonna, oh, wow, like, do really well
yeah.
for your business. So it's just like, even if they have like a snippet of our stuff, of us talking to them and send people over to like listen to it and hear what they have to say, that
I
would
mean,
just be great.
if you
Like,
think about it like this, like it's pretty simple. Like not everybody who listens or watches something is gonna go over and check it out. But like even if you make a video and one single person goes over there and
mm,
say just even the one person out of however many goes over there, checks
yep,
it out, maybe buys something, then that person is gonna like tell somebody else. Like they're gonna be like, hey, I
yeah,
brought this thing.
exactly.
Someone either in real life or online, they're gonna be like, hey, look at this thing from this
Mm,
place. Then another person will see that and they'll come over. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it is a thing. Like, is it small and slow? Yes, but it
yeah,
is something. You know what I mean?
yes. Like in the world where you're supposed to have a million ideas, like a little help goes a long friggin' way. It's
I
not
have
a
so many
corporation where they
ideas.
like drop
My
kick your
only
fucking
issue
package.
currently is that I had to recently shave my hair a little bit earlier than I was planning to. So now I'm just waiting on the new wigs to arrive so I can actually style this guy.
Yes. Well, I expressed them, so hopefully they're bloody there soon.
I reckon they'll be here. What
Oh,
day is it today? I reckon
it's
if
Thursday.
we're lucky, they'll be here tomorrow. If
I hope
we're
so.
not, they'll be here Monday, I reckon, latest. So
Well, I had to call them because I was like, "Hey, is your express service up and running as normal?"
mm,
Because like I know during the Christmas period and even in January, you guys are pretty backed up. And like
mm.
in Christmas, when I called, they're pretty much like, "We're backed up. Fuck
They're
off.
like, don't send anything yet.
Don't call us. Don't." Actually, that's something I'd like to talk about in this podcast. Can I
um,
swear in this live?
You absolutely can. But before you
All
do,
right.
you just reminded me of something. I don't know if you've noticed. It is actually probably not very dark because I'm sitting in front of a giant beauty mirror. I do have ring light in here and stuff. But it's usually the lighting is a lot different than usual. Usually I'm a lot more lit up here. That's because the ceiling light in here decided to the globe. It blew like
Bloody
2 days ago or something. So today I'm up there. Um, with my husband, we're stacking up all these chairs because we don't own a ladder. Like, we don't really have anything to own a ladder for. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I
we
get
just
it.
don't have a reason to own one. So this house has, like, it's not really high ceilings, but it does have higher
Yeah,
than normal ceilings, which is just a little bit inconvenient, but whatever. So we're up
yeah.
there, and it's unfortunately it's not just the light globe; it's a ceiling fan with a special fucking cover on it, which has the light globe inside of it. And we
No.
couldn't for the life of us get the fucking thing open. And we were so scared of breaking it. So now, then I had to call the real estate and be like, hey, like, I don't know if this counts as like an emergency, but like, it's not really an emergency, but you know what I mean. I don't know if this
Yeah,
counts as
yeah,
something
yeah. I get it.
that they're responsible for helping you with, but I'm like, I literally cannot open it. Like, this is
I
kind of, I don't know,
need
it's
your
kind of
help.
embarrassing. I'm like, I can't open a light cover, but I literally watched YouTube videos and everything. I'm like,
Yeah,
am I dumb? I don't know. I just
no.
can't get the stupid thing open. Apparently, I don't think I'm as stupid as I think though, because there was a million videos of to these tool dads, and they're like, this is how you take the cover off this exact dome covered ceiling fan, but none of them were the same as the one I have. There was like 10 different kinds, and none of them were this one. So I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how to
Mm,
do it. It's like it doesn't screw. It's somehow like it doesn't like shrink or anything. There's
mm.
no screws. I'm like,
What?
I
Does it
just
just like
don't
pop
understand it
off?
at all.
Like what the hell?
I mean, there's only so much you can pull it before you're like, is this
Sure.
a really fucking bad idea? You know what I mean? Like,
Mm,
if I break it, then I'm gonna have to replace it.
yikes.
I
Oh, hang on a second. Oh,
don't know. It just I hate that though, because usually doesn't matter what it is, I'll try my absolute fucking best for myself. Like, because like people are like, you don't know how to do stuff because you're a woman or like because you're young or whatever. I don't think I'm that young, honestly. I'm old, but like I've had people, especially to do with car stuff. A man once like pulled over on the side of the road, and at first I was like, okay, I appreciate like maybe he was just like gonna be like, hey, do you need some help? Because that's like what I would do if I saw someone
sure.
struggling on the side of the road. But he absolutely was not doing that at all. He pulled over and he was just being an absolute asshole. He was like he literally just came up and like I don't know if you know when people are just being really fucking condescending and like
Mm.
talking down to you. He was talking to me like I'm a fucking 3-year-old. And he told me what I already know. I'm like,
Did
I'm
you
like,
tell him
don't tell me
that?
I know more than you about my own car. I told him I was like, I don't need your help though, dog. Like, if he
Yeah.
was honest
Fuck.
just offering his help, I wouldn't be bothered at all. It was just the fact that he literally stopped just so
Yeah.
he could be like, oh, look at this struggling lady on the side of the road. Like, I bet she doesn't even know what anything under the
Mm.
hood is. Like, you know what? I actually know quite a bit. Like, am I a fucking mechanic? Fuck no. But do I know
No.
a reasonable amount about vehicles? And
Yeah.
I know how to change like a fan belt. I know how to change spark plugs.
Sure.
I know how to like put oil and water in my car. Things like that. I know how to do things. I know how to
Yeah.
change a tire. Do I want to change a tire? No, but I know how
No.
to change a tire.
Yeah. But
So
like
like
that's
this
so
man was just
stupid.
like
Like I don't know how to do those things.
this man just like yeah, and I was just like, okay, like he wouldn't have helped anybody who didn't know. He would have just been an absolute dick to them and made them feel even worse about themselves if they didn't know, like, you know. But like I literally just put water in the car and then drove it to get like
Yeah.
drove it home because it was just like
Yeah.
overheating and stuff. But like for somebody who didn't know what they were doing and stuff, they would have just been stranded there with like a strange man trying to tell them what to do. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, ew,
See,
ew.
that happened to me when no, it wasn't a bad thing. It was actually a good thing, and I was really worried it was going to be a bad person come up because I'm like, we are stuck. We're not stuck
Yeah.
in the middle of nowhere, thank goodness. It was a
Oh,
populated
you
sort
think
of
like
suburb, but like,
what's that one thing that like the horror movie where those hitchhikers in Australia and they get like murdered? or whatever.
Wolf Creek.
What'd you say?
Wolf Creek.
Oh, Wolf Creek. Is that what you were picturing? Like,
Oh yeah, that's exactly what I was picturing. I've never seen that movie
oh, dude.
completely, and I can't because it's too real. Like just how
Yeah.
many
I
like
mean, it's a real story. I mean, is it dramatized? Yes. They
yeah,
don't know all the details of what happened to those people and where they ended up. So
but
obviously,
still,
some of the story is made up, but the rest of it is
yeah,
like before that, the lead up to it is all real. Like,
yeah.
so
Anyway, so we ended up on like a side street. I sort of like parked up this hill, sort of like away from like sort of semi civilization, not really, but
yeah.
like away from where all the hustle and bustle was going on. And my car had overheated, and it had constantly been overheating. I had a little V Dubs,
Oh
and
yeah.
because like I wanted a Volkswagen, I wanted a fancy car for my first car. I'm a fucking idiot. I want to yell at myself, but like in the past, like, what are you
So
doing? Just
many
buy
times
something
myself,
cheap.
like,
Like it was so expensive to fix. Anyway, the point
yeah.
is that don't buy a VW. But so my car was overheating, so I was like, okay, whatever, we'll stop. So I stop on the side of the road, and I have like my sister and her friend in the back, and we're all just chilling, sitting there waiting. Because I'm like, it'll take a bit, and then it'll cool down. I'll fill it with water, and then we can go. But I
Yeah.
check, and we don't have any water, so I just sit back in the car. This random guy comes out of his house. Like I can see him like in my peripheral, like walking up the hill to his house. And I'm
Yeah.
like already like alarms because like someone had been like murdered in the previous suburb. And it
Yeah.
was just like, everyone's on alert. Everyone's like, get away from me, don't touch me, like don't even
Yeah.
come near me sort of thing. So this guy just like, goes like this. He goes, I'm a mechanic. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, are you okay? And I was like, I'm fine, just the car overheats. And he's like, do you want me to take a look at it? And I'm like, I don't have any money. He's like, no, I just want to help you. He's like, if you feel safe, like you can just go in the car and lock the doors if you want. Like, I totally get it.
See, that
I
is
was
a
just like,
that's that. So anyone
okay,
who's listening right now, if you don't understand and you're like, oh, you guys are overreacting, being around men and being about unsafe, feeling unsafe for no reason and stuff. You know what?
bitch,
You are
like,
either extremely naive. Sorry to
yeah,
tell you, but that's just you're extremely naive,
yeah,
or you're a man. Okay, those are the only two options. You're
yeah,
either a man or extremely naive, or both. Because as a woman, I without a fucking doubt, as a girl or a lady, whatever, you know, even like a lot of people who are female presenting or whatever, come into any of those sorts of
yeah.
categories and stuff like that.
If you come under the category of female in any shape or form,
Yes, in
you
any
do
shape or form.
experience this shit.
Absolutely. Just about every single female you ever fucking meet has experienced this, and unfortunately, most of them have experienced it like, in really fucking horrible ways. They've had horrible things happen to them, or extreme close calls where they've nearly had really horrible things happen to them, and it's just not okay. Like, that is a whole other subject we'll probably talk about sometime,
Yeah,
but
like
it's something that
literally,
gets
my
me really
friend.
riled up. Like, the fact that you can't, I mean, you, it's not safe as a woman to just go jogging around the fucking block at
No,
nighttime. Like,
that's literally
that's
how that
crazy.
girl died
Mm,
in the suburb over that I lived in as a
yeah,
teenager. She went for a jog in the early morning,
yeah,
and some guy had come from like, this is obviously, I'll move on after this, but like he'd
yeah.
come from all these another suburb where he'd actually murdered somebody else, got in the
Jesus.
bus, come to our suburb that was just there, and just killed
Mm,
her, and no one
yeah.
hurt her. I was just like, and then people have the audacity to tell women that like, oh, you can't be like that. You can't be cautious. I'm like, bitch, do
You
you
have
know how
no
many times
idea.
I've been
Like,
followed home?
yeah, you'd have no idea
Like,
how it feels when someone just walks behind you. They might be perfectly innocent, mind you, but you don't know that. And you have
no,
no
no,
way of knowing that at all. Like, you have no idea what it feels like when you even suspect somebody is following you and you're like, that's it. Like, I'm going to die, or potentially worse. I mean,
yeah,
things happen. And honestly is like
Yeah,
the worst
literally.
feeling you can feel in
So
the whole fucking world. It's
it was
terrifying.
like,
If you literally Google, like, if you want to have a Google, you know what it says to do on Google? It tells you to do things as a woman to protect yourself. It doesn't tell you, like, it doesn't tell men to stop being creepy ass pieces of shit.
yeah,
It tells women to buy mace, to
yeah,
hold their
yeah.
keys
Like,
for the
look,
car in between their fingers like a fucking
yeah.
weapon. That
I
should
am
tell
not.
you all
I'm
you
not
need to
saying
know
all
about this
men are
fucking
shit.
subject.
Like, I hate when people say that. They're like, "Oh, you're saying all men are shit." I'm like, no, but a majority of you are. Like,
There's
yes,
the
majority
thing is,
over minority, but
not
like,
all,
I'm
of
not.
course,
I'm not saying
not all men
every
are shit. But the thing is, how are we supposed to know just from looking at you
exactly.
or
No.
hearing you behind us that you
Yeah,
are
yeah. Like you are
not
cautious.
like
There's
person
nothing wrong with that.
when we're just walking down the street? We don't know.
Yeah,
We can't tell
literally.
just by looking at you. Like it's
I was
not.
coming
We're not being
home one
offensive to
time.
you. We're not saying, "Hey, you're definitely a creepy ass looking person." It's just we don't.
Yeah,
We can't tell a safe person from a not safe person from
yeah.
looking at them. It's reality. Like, you know what I mean?
Looks are deceiving. First of all, not
Yeah.
everybody looks like a criminal. Like you know how people, like police, especially stereotype people of how they look. Like if you
Yeah.
look alternative, you're a bad person, or if you have a different skin color, then you're a bad person. It's just like, oh my god, none of those things are true.
Yeah.
Like, and you can't just tell by looking at somebody. Like someone could look totally fine, or someone could not. Someone could look a bit ragged, and you're just like, it is
Yeah.
okay to be cautious. I was literally like, when I was in high school, I went out with my friend to watch a football game in the city. I don't like football, but like, I just wanted to go out.
Yeah.
So we were sitting down watching
Relatable.
this football game, and I was like, "Oh, it's a bit late. I should probably go home." And I was
Yeah.
on my own on the bus. I didn't realize I was very naive at the time
Yeah.
that oh, don't judge a book by its cover and all that sort of stuff, which I don't do. But like being cautious is okay to do. Sorry. So I get off the bus, I start walking home, and I'm like, this dude's been staring at me the entire time I'm on this bus, and I'm like, that's a little bit weird. So I chuck my headphones in, sort of like put one out so I can still hear in the other ear, but sort of like pretend
Yep.
I'm like on the phone to somebody because they always say pretend you're on the phone to somebody. Like,
Yeah.
oh, how far are you? Yeah, not far. I'm just coming around the corner. Yeah, cool. Just
Yeah.
meet me on the driveway. Like
Right.
they do that in
Because if they think
situations.
you're meeting someone,
Yeah,
they're gonna get scared off and stuff.
yeah.
Like,
So they'll get sort of scared in that, but this person did not. So I was walking, walking, walking. I turned the corner. He turned the corner. I turned the corner again on my street. He was still there.
mm,
So I booked it. My fucking instinct was run, bitch. Because you have to open at least 4 doors when you get home. Like locks. Four
yeah,
locks. Like two on each door. Run. So I fucking booked it. I ran like no tomorrow. I got to my house. I unlocked this. I was like crying, like just panicking. I was like, and nobody was home. My sister and my mom were at my grandparents at the time, so nobody was there.
yeah,
So I unlocked all the doors. I closed all the doors. I've never closed something so fast. I will smash the door, like locked everything, and I literally like pushed up all like this furniture on the door because I
yeah,
was that like freaked out. I just grabbed everything and anything I could find. I literally had the phone in my hand trying to call my mum, call my sister, where the fuck are you? Because they didn't tell me where they were. So I was just like, what the hell? And then guess what I hear coming down the driveway?
what?
Whistling. This fuckhead was taunting me. I just like when I think like 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 I make jokes about it like oh this fucked up stuff happens to you like and you think like you sort of move on and just trauma or whatever and you're like no my life was pretty fucked up I have been through a lot of shit. Obviously I'm making light of the situation. It was a long time ago and I'm more prepared for that kind of shit now.
Yeah.
Um,
But
but
doesn't that
yeah,
just make you so angry and sad that
yeah,
we I'm like, I literally look like a goblin 24/7. And the fact that I feel I'm like, seriously? Like, do you have zero standards? Okay, I'm making jokes again. Like, this is very serious. So, like, you know what I mean?
I'm
Like,
sorry, guys. Yeah, it's a
I'm just
serious
trying.
topic.
We do make jokes to like lighten the tension of the situation. It's
Yeah,
just how we are. Like,
yeah,
but obviously it's a very serious situation, and we have a lot more to say about it. So I think we'll
yeah.
talk about that topic
Hang on.
another day, so we
I'm
can
gonna
talk
put
about
on
some
the
better stuff
aircon.
today.
Oh. Hang on. I gotta put on my aircon. It's too hot. Air, give me air.
You still there? Oh,
Yep.
there you are.
Let's put on my air. Hang on. I'm sorry. Put this down. Down. Don't move. Okay.
Where is she going?
Hello.
Hello. What are you doing now? Are we doing exciting things?
Yes, exciting. So exciting. No, I had my
Yeah.
door open because I was like, oh, it's cold air outside. But no, it just got fucking hotter in here.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hot for a while. That's why my hair's gone all weird. It was playing nice before. Now it's like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't need the big. Alright,
It's
anyway.
literally been so hot here. Like, it only cools down to like room temperature for like an hour in the middle of the night, and then heats back up again. It's like, that's fucked up. Yeah.
Okay, so we're moving on from this horrible subject. Point is, be prepared, keep an eye out, and don't be naive. The shit can get real serious real fast.
Yeah. And I would say, like, if you're a man, especially, please just be like mindful of like how close you might be walking to people, because like you absolutely might just be minding your own business 1,000,000%. But like, if you're walking like if you're walking behind somebody, and I'm not like, you happen to turn a few of the same corners and stuff, which just happens because people obviously have to go to the same locations or near each other, like just be mindful. If you're walking behind somebody, they will hear, like, if you've been turning the same corners and stuff. Just like, don't I don't know how to seem less shady, but like, if you can seem less shady, go ahead and seem less shady. Like, just be mindful that they might perceive you as a potential threat.
Slow down.
Yeah.
If you have the luxury that you don't have to run or walk anywhere, be
If you're
aware
in a
that
rush.
you are a dude and we are afraid.
Yeah.
That is the first reaction, unfortunately, that we have to men or aggressive people. That might even just like, they might not be angry at you, but they might be presenting as something, that's aggressive, that might hurt you. Like, because when we used to live in like this suburb in like Vic, and like everybody sort of knows it, that it's that kind of suburb where people are not, what's the nice way of putting it?
It's not something you should walk around at nighttime on your own.
Yeah, just like there's a lot of people that do really hardcore drugs or and just sort of like go out at nighttime and go do weird shit in the park and stuff. So it's not really something that you go outside after a certain time. So it's just like sure, like I grew up in Perth where you have to be a fucking rough ass person. And like I had to learn the hard way that if you do not be a tough bitch, you're gonna get your ass kicked. Like the amount of times, like I never actually got in an actual fist fight in high school, but like it was always very close to, because I was just like, I just wanna, I never started anything either. It was just people going like, ew, you look funny. It's like, okay, piss off. Like, Anyway, okay, let's get back to the subject of why I wanted to swear.
Yes.
Okay, so I run a little business called Trash Mama Wigs. Hi, hello.
Woo!
It's a lovely little business, a lovely little corner of the
Oh,
world.
I
So
forgot that we're live. I can't insert dancing music. I'm just dancing to nothing
yeah,
now.
we're just dancing. I feel like dancing, dancing. I know I don't feel like dancing, but I'm gonna change to I feel like dancing. All right.
I do feel like dancing.
Okay, so I have
Why are we swearing?
two complaints so far. So in running a business, it's like I have so many complaints of just how hard it is to run a business and how much money and time you have to spend into it. And then like,
Yeah.
you know, as much as I love every single person that buys from me, I'm like, I just want to be famous or
Yeah.
you're just like, can I just be like up there and, you know, be able to help people and just, you know,
Yeah.
be
I
able to
mean,
be like give to charities and stuff when like at the moment
exactly.
it's
I
not
think
a living wage.
anybody who owns like a small business or is a content creator or anything like that,
Yeah.
where I think genuine people though, I'm not talking about, you know, there is this obviously a small percentage of people who are douchebags and they're kind of just chasing fame for their own selfish reasons or
Yeah.
whatever. But like some of us,
No, that's
like
not what I
we want to build up our like businesses and stuff. We want to be able to like not have to worry about like how living paycheck to paycheck and like, can I pay my bills? Can I buy food? You
exactly.
know,
Can I
some of
breathe
us
the
would
air
like to
today?
just live our lives, you know, without
Yeah.
so much extra stress and everything. And then also imagine what you could do, like if you become successful and stuff. Like, imagine how much you can give back to other people, you know,
Oh,
the charities. We can have
yeah.
so many fun charity streams and events and like, you know, do
Yeah.
sales where money don't like so much money gets donated to certain
Yeah.
charities, and
Exactly.
people like, you know, customers and fan bases and stuff, they actually can have a voice, like which charities would you like to give to, and do fun like stuff that they can get
Yeah.
involved in and things like that. It's just like there's so many things I could do, you know what I mean? Like it does. It's
Yeah.
irritating. It's irritating taking the slow, long ass road. But yeah, probably at the end when you like, you know, become a
Yeah.
big successful business, which I believe you will, you'll look
Woo.
back and you'll be like, yes, I did all that fucking hard work. And I did, you'll be
Yeah.
like, I fucking did that, okay? Like nobody else did that for me. I did that, and it'll probably feel really great.
I hope so. I had this like dream last night and it was so nice and then it turned into a nightmare and I'm like, fuck. This sucks. It was all nice. It was all like, yeah, like I've made it big and you know, we're coming out with all these ranges and we have a fucking warehouse and shit. And
Yeah, that would
like,
be
you know, all
fucking
my friends
amazing.
are working with me and it's just this amazing creative space for like, you know, queer communities and just like everything. It's just like, you know,
Yeah,
this equal space for people where I feel like there's not at the moment.
yeah,
And then like it just turned into a nightmare where everything just fell apart and I'm like, okay, this is not real. Like
yeah.
I wish the success part was real, but yeah. Anyway. Okay, so I have two complaints. Sorry, we're getting off on a tangent. I want to go back onto the track, back onto the
Complain
road. So
away.
my first complaint is dumb comments. And I'm
Ah,
not saying there's no such thing as a dumb question. I will answer your question. But
okay.
when, but hang on,
I want to
but
say the
when,
same thing as you. I want to say, okay, there's no such thing as a dumb question. Like, I'll answer people's questions all day long as well, but it doesn't get slightly irritating if people don't actually watch the stuff that you give. Here's the video.
yeah,
Like it's sometimes it's only 5 minutes long. It's like if you can't watch it and answer the question, I've answered the questions in the video. Like don't
yeah,
be, you know what I mean? And then also if I've specifically written the answer to the question in the caption, and then you've also asked me the bloody fucking same question, I'm like,
yeah,
dog, I've
exactly.
given you the
So
answer
dumb.
3 times. I don't know, like so it gets to a point where
Yeah.
yes, it is irritating. I'm not trying to be a dick. I understand sometimes, you know, things slip away from us, yet it happens to me too. But when it's like, it's just a constant barrage of lazy ass people who don't want to just spend 2 minutes of their time like here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, here's the answer. They want instant answers from you. It's like
like, okay, a lot of people ask me, like, that's why I posted videos of like, how do I style it on a wig? So I posted your video. I was like, how do I put it on this thing? No worries, I'll post a video for it. No worries.
Yep.
That is not a stupid question.
Absolutely
I have
not.
been through it, trying all of these, so I feel you. I really do.
Yeah.
So, but okay, so I got a comment on my personal page, Trash Mama Makeup, on my creative page. Let's call it.
Yeah.
Of me wearing that Barbie wig that's like sort of like white blonde.
Yeah.
I deleted it right away because at first I was like, maybe I should answer it. Maybe I should just be a total
I do it all the time. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I should answer them, and then I'm like,
but I
no,
keep seeing people post about like 2021 being the year of no bullshit. And I'm like, yeah,
it's not.
I'm like, bullshit.
It's not realistic to just think that because all of a sudden it's one day after the end of the previous year that it's going to be a whole other
a good attitude,
fucking game. It is it's good to come in with more, like, be like, yes, I want to come in with more positive attitude. I want to do more. I want to work on myself. I want to work on my stuff. Yeah. That's good shit, okay? But like thinking, it's magically going to be the world is going to be a different place. And everything's going to change because it's suddenly a new year. No. But you know what? Regardless of the pandemic and stuff like that, people think that every year. They just magically think the next year is going to magically change their entire life without them putting in any effort to actually try to change their own life. You know what I mean? And that's what annoys me so much about New Year's resolutions, because I believe 1,000,000% in setting yourself goals, small goals, medium goals, big goals, like whatever.
At any time of the year.
Yeah, and yes, the start of the year obviously is a great place to start. You know, maybe you've got goals to do that week. Maybe you've got goals to do that month. Maybe or you've got big goals that you want to achieve in, say, like 6 months or a year. And then the thing is, you need to break them down into doable bits and make them into small, like, steps. And you need to have small goals to get done, like, within a few days, or maybe you need done in a week or whatever. You need different kinds of goals. You need different steps to achieve those goals. You can't just be like, you can't just be there giving your shitty New Year's resolution that you've given 5 years in a row. You're just like here, like, oh, I want to lose weight. I want to just, whatever else, whatever the fuck else people say. No, you've got to be like, oh, I'd like to set myself some goals this year and actually achieve them. Sure, if losing weight is one of them for you, that's your business. I don't fucking give a shit about losing weight. I'd like to eat more fucking donuts, okay? Lose weight. You know what you need to do? You need to be like, okay, I need to fucking write this shit down. Get yourself a journal. Lose weight. What do you need to do to lose weight? You might need to buy yourself or hire gym equipment because you might prefer to do it at home. Or maybe you don't have time to go to the gym, or you just don't like going to the gym. Or if you're a gym person, maybe you need to sign up to the gym and sign up to regular classes. Maybe you're into yoga. Maybe you're into dancing. Whatever the fuck you're into. Biking places, walking. Maybe you like a mixture of everything. You fucking write that shit down in steps and work out, okay, this week I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to sign myself up. Or like, this week I'd like to maybe try out doing a different kind of class or whatever. Like, and maybe you can even make goals to do with your weight, which I don't recommend because I have a lot to say about people who are trying to lose. I'm not saying you should work on yourself and stuff, but like, so it's everyone's just like so into losing weight, and I think there's just so much more important shit to worry about than being skinny. Honestly, like, if I'm not have nothing against
right now,
you,
like,
I just think that there's so many more fucking important things in the world than you wanting to lose fucking 20 kilos. Okay, but if that's what you want to do, break it down, make it a real, actual, attainable goal with steps that you achieve over time, and you actually achieve that goal. Don't just say it on New Year's Eve and never fucking think about it again. Like, you know what I mean? It pisses me off.
Are you done your rant?
I'm done with my rant.
I was like, go off, sis. Like, she's gone. I can't stop her. She's off the rails. No, it's a very important thing, and I think we'll do an episode like probably sometime soon where we talk about New Year's resolutions and the difference between harmful New Year's
Yeah.
resolutions and helpful New Year's
Yeah,
resolutions.
especially if you're someone who suffers from like, mental health issues, maybe you have like body issues and stuff, which unfortunately is one of the main reasons why people set themselves this stupid ass goal every fucking year. So
yeah. So okay,
I'd like to work on fucking loving myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
exactly.
working on myself as being a better person, a better friend, a
Yes.
better family member, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That my goal isn't about being the skinniest motherfucker in the room, you know?
No, I'm not mentally well enough to go through that yet.
God, no.
No. Like I love the gym. Don't get me wrong, but just like.
Oh yeah, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with being healthy. There's nothing wrong with being fit. There's nothing wrong with working out. I absolutely am not like slamming that at all. Like I have no, of course, but like I'm just saying that people that do it, so many people do it for the wrong reason, and it's harmful. It's like a repetitive situation where they're just like, and they just try so many like shitty fad diets, and they obviously don't work. And then, it's just like a repetitive cycle where they're just really taking a hit to their mental health and stuff like that. So.
No, so dumb. Okay, so let's get back to the subject because we're about to get an hour. I haven't even got to products and shit. Okay,
it's all right. We'll make this a slightly longer podcast episode.
Okay, so there was a person, I don't even remember their name, their avatar or whatever. I was gonna like put them on blast because that's how I felt. I was like on holiday and I like looked at my phone and was just like, fuck you. It literally said, your wig looks like absolute trash because it's from Trashy Wigs. It is trash. You are trash. It looks nothing but fake. And they just went off. It was a fucking paradox. Hang on. It gets so much better, right? I was just like, they're such a hypocrite in their own fucking thing. Like, oh, and don't get riled up by me saying this. I can have my opinion. People can have their opinions. You don't need to this and that, like, and respond to my comment and whatever. I'm like,
okay. First of all, like they seems like they put too much effort into this long like what the fuck? Who's that riled up about someone else's wig that they gotta say so much about it?
Are you okay? I feel like saying,
especially a stranger, right? Like it makes no sense, honestly.
You don't know me.
That's my first point. Like, what the fuck, honestly? And my second point is like, you can't just say a crazy ass, long ass, shitty thing to somebody and then be like, it's my opinion, because there's a difference between you sharing your opinion.
Bitch, I am coming for your ass. If anybody, like me, I'm like, whatever. People can hate on me, whatever. I'm going to delete your comment because I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
My page is not for your hateful shit. Take that shit elsewhere.
Yeah.
I do not want to fight. I'm so over fighting. I'm done fighting for how I look and how I feel and just like trying to like, because that's been such a big thing for 2020 of fighting people, of trying to explain, not physically fighting, but like emotionally fighting.
Yeah.
Like I'm not out here fucking swinging ones and twos, like, you know.
Like no one should have to be fucking apologetic for the way that they look. You know what I'm saying?
Literally, I'm not kidding. Like I'm not going to get.
As long as you are not being harmful to yourself or to other people, and also on a side note, I mean, I'm not trying to tell anyone what to do. And yes, we do sometimes have days where we feel a bit depressed and maybe don't shower for a few days or whatever. But
and
guys,
who are you to point that out?
My only little thing would be like, people, please have a small amount of personal hygiene though. Like, I'm not here trying to tell anyone how to look or what to do, but like, it's not nice when you go somewhere and someone's in front of you with their fucking armpits up and they haven't showered for like 2 weeks and you're like, for the love of God, like please don't, like, just fucking deodorant.
Let's premise here. If somebody is homeless or etc. That's not something that I expect from you to do. That's
absolutely not.
You are in a shit situation. That's not your fault.
Exactly.
Like, yeah. So no, I'm literally we are literally talking about the cishet men who literally
people
go to the
who
gym,
choose not to have personal hygiene for
then
no
go on
reason.
dates in their fucking gym clothes, haven't showered, and just chuck on cologne like it's
There
some
are
sort of
showers
protection
at
spray.
the gym, like they're free.
Every
Have a
time I
shower
go
at
to the
the
gym, I would literally have a shower and go home.
Yeah. There's like no excuse though. Like, I
And
don't
I
know.
went to a gym that they had everything. Like they had like shampoo and conditioner and fucking hair
I'm
dryers
pretty
and
sure.
hair straighteners
I'm
and
pretty
shit.
sure that people watching know what we're trying to say. We're not just talking about everyday people and stuff like that.
No,
Everybody
no.
has known somebody who just, for whatever reason, literally doesn't give a single shit about personal hygiene. But the thing is, it's not just about you. It's about everyone who has to come in contact with you. Your friends and your family will absolutely fucking suffer.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's so dumb. Like they don't post these hateful comments on when I look normal, right? Like when I feel like I look like an absolute trash bag. But no, they literally have to pull down my brand, first of all. I'm very aware that it is called Trash Mama Wigs.
You
It
literally, it's
doesn't
like,
mean the
dog, I
products
named
are
this
trash.
thing.
And if you think without even looking, like you are judging a book by its cover without even looking at it. That shows
First
something
of all,
more about
it's
you.
not called Trashy Wigs. It's clearly called Trash Mama Wigs. And Trash Mama is you. It's not the wigs. Trash Mama is you, and they're your wigs. Like, it's your business. Literally, just common sense, lady. You can't just take things out of context and be like,
that comment just made me go,
everything is trash.
Fuck you. Like, you ruined my
It's hard.
day, you asshole.
No.
Like,
I think like people who've dealt with this before will understand. Yes, do I generally just delete things and not let it even fucking get to me at all?
graze my
Yes.
surface. No,
But every now and then something just fucking rubs you the wrong way. And it's usually not even something that's that bad. It's just one too many times someone will just talk trash to you and you're just like, listen. You're like, you better shut your filthy mouth. But generally, I just fucking delete them too. I'll just start typing and then I'll be like, nah, it's not worth it. Nothing's gonna happen.
On my business page, there was this, white dude just going like cis dude, just going like, what the fuck is this? Like what in God's name is this? And I felt like God in here, sweetheart.
I'm like, just looking around. All I see is ponytails, dog. Like, God didn't make these.
That is so petty to respond in at least in 2021 me, or just me as an adult. Like, I'm not gonna be like a dumbass and be like, but me as an adult, especially through like going through a lot of changes in 2020, is like trying to be less aggressive. Like my first response to things is very aggressive, and I'm trying to sort of dial it back as much as like sometimes that is warranted. Like when some dickhead like literally, my sister and I were going to get, I think, banh mi, which is just like the Korean like rolls that have like tofu and stuff in it. So good. I was wearing like a blue wig or something. I was dressed up, like as I do.
Yeah.
That's just normal me. This is not how I look all the time, okay? So, I had full like white face paint and whatever, and like a lot of people around that area in the city don't really care. They're just like, oh, cool, and just like they look at you for 2 seconds and go like, and then look away.
Yeah.
Or they're like, ew, and then like, but again, they don't say anything. They don't. You usually get like dumb looks. This guy went past in his car, in his van, was like whole body almost out of it.
That's how much he was like leaping out the car
yelling at me. Literally yelling at me, going, wow! Wow! Yelling. Literally yelling.
Jesus
I'm like,
Christ.
I got so mad. My first reaction was tell him to fuck off. So I'm screaming at him on the side of the fucking road, like about to run at this car. My should just be like, fuck off, leave me alone, let me get my banh mi and go home. Like, Kim's banh mi is so good, alright? And I don't need your shit right now.
Hey, Razor. Why
Hey,
Trashy? You
hello.
dyed your hair. And he said, hey, lovelies. Yeah, her hair looks great, doesn't it? I love it.
It is yellow and purple. This is purple, not black, but I want it to be black.
I dig it.
I
mean, I can't tell.
I didn't have black, so I dyed it purple because I had purple.
It does look black from here. Like, maybe it's like in the certain lining you might be able to see it's a bit purpley, but no, it just looks black. It looks black on camera.
Yeah, cool. Alright, yeah, so we're talking about dumb assholes who won't let us live our lives. Yeah, so just dumb comments. I was screaming at this fucktard just to leave me alone. I was just like, nah, bruh. I was like, can you just fuck off? Can you just fuck off and have it? Like, this one time, I had to go at these two young guys because they literally wouldn't leave us alone. They were getting so pissed off that we like beeped at them in the car park to piss off. And they're like, I want you to apologize to my friend, like my sister. And I'm literally screaming at the top of my lungs at this person, telling him to fuck off and have a nice day. Like, I'm not kidding. And I'm like, dude, it's a Sunday. Go have a nice fucking day and fuck off, alright? You don't need an apology. You need to get over it, alright, princess? And, like, just having a go. I do not like the person that I am when I'm angry. Like, she's a bitch. Like, woo! She needs to calm the fuck down. Like, yeah, I don't need, like, the point is I don't need to be screaming at people. Like, it's just, yeah, it gets too much because my instant reaction is anger because I'm like, why can't you just leave me the fuck alone?
Yeah.
Why can't you? I leave you alone. I don't look at normies and go like, cream again. Like, you're wearing that nutmeg dress? Ugh, that was last year. Like, what the fuck? Oh, you decided to wear that headband? Oh, your haircut's a bit weird.
Yeah. That's what I mean, like,
I don't give a fuck how you look. As long as you don't have a swastika printed on your freaking forehead or something hateful and hurtful, I don't care. I just want to live. I want to create, and that's it. I want to live, laugh, and love, bitch. Let me fucking do it. Let me live my dumb bitch life, alright? Alright, so let's move on. Yeah, sorry. Yep.
Oh, wait, what were you going to say?
I was going to move on to why I hate Sendel.
Oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about Sendel. But I forgot to ask you before we started, did you have something today you wanted to show off at the end of this episode?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's talk about Sendel first, but we'll have to compact it, otherwise we'll be here all day.
Yes, okay, cool. So, Sendel, fuck you.
Fuck you,
first of all. Fuck you, Sendel. Alright, so Sendel fucked me and my business so hard.
Yeah. I actually forgot to tell you, but somebody was just telling me the other day about how it was somebody on Instagram that I think we're both friends with on Instagram. I won't disclose their name on here just in case they don't want their name disclosed, but she was complaining on her stories about how she got sent something through Sendel and they completely fucked it up and lost it and stuff. And I was like, me too. And then I told her about this. And we're like, suck you, Sendel.
Oh, God. Okay, so first of all,
yes.
I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, especially when you started the business. I was like, Frosty, oh my God, listen to me.
Yeah.
There's this business, right, that is carbon neutral and sends packages really fast because I've gotten stuff from Sendel from Queensland or Perth or wherever so fast with Sendel. Sorry, I'm gonna have to pause. I need to go laughing. I will literally run. Hang on.
What are you doing?
Talk about something else.
Where are you going?
I need to pee.
Oh. You're just like leaving me, and I'm like, wait, where are you going though? I actually really need some more coffee in this, and I think we're going to be a few more minutes still, guys. So I might actually run and get some coffee real quick. We should be back in a minute or so, so hang tight. See you in a second.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to leave you like that. So I know Frosty's gone. I didn't hear what she said. I had to run. Okay. That's right.
I'm back. Sorry, I went and got coffee. Wait, I can't hear you. Oh God, what's happened? Oh, wait, I hear you. Wait, speak to me? Oh, I heard you for a second, then it went quiet again. Can you hear me?
How about now?
Yep, I hear.
Hey, I put in the wrong one. Whoops.
You were just like running away, and you were like, "I'll be quick," and I was like, "But wait, where are you going?" I was like,
bathroom. Oh goodness. Okay. So I'll keep it very quick. So Sendel fucked us really bad last year, and so I had to express some parcels in 2021 of some new orders from Frosty and some other people, which thank you very much for everybody. I did a little dance every time. And I hug every single one of them before they go out, and I sanitize
You're like,
them.
ah!
Yeah, it's great. It's such a nice feeling. It's like, oh, thank you. Even if it is
Yes.
simple items, like I really appreciate. Like somebody bought the $2 one, the yellow ponytail, and I was like, oh, it's a bit broken. I sent them an email too. I was like, hey, it's a bit broken. Like I'll glue it back together, just so like you can wear it or whatever. And they're like, oh, it's $2. Don't even worry about it. And I'm like, I already glued it, but okay. I said it was literally glued on with hot glue to begin with, so I just hot glued it back on, and just put some like more diamantes on the top of it because it was like broken. Okay, so that's really nice and all, but like Sendel screwed up Frosty's order. Do you want to talk about that for like 5 seconds?
Okay.
What did they do?
Basically, I ordered myself. This is the ponytail finally. So it is here, but after so much fuckery, it's here, but it was. Oh God, I don't even. So basically, what happened is I ordered myself this pink wraparound pony, which I'm yet to try out on YouTube for you guys, and I also then right after ordered one for my sister-in-law and had it sent to her address, which is in the same state as me but a different city like altogether.
Sure.
Obviously I had mine sent to my address, and so Sendel managed to take like it was fucking ages. They took like
Almost
weeks.
a month, actually over. A
Yeah, it
month.
was like three and a bit weeks just to fucking get these from one side of Australia to the other, which you could do like you can do in a matter of hours, which is just fucking ridiculous. First of all, and then second of all, then they delivered a parcel to my sister-in-law, which had the correct sticker and stuff on it for what she was waiting for, which is one of these ponytails, but inside the parcel, she just got all these like tarps. I don't know if you guys know what that a tarp is. I don't know if there's like another word for a tarp, but they're
It's what you go camping with, essentially.
yeah, like camping.
It's
It's
a
like
waterproof mat.
yes, like a waterproof mat, and they're like
Yeah.
quite thin, and usually like you get them like square ones, or you get massive like ones.
Yeah.
But she had like 10 of them or something, and I think they were brand new as far as I'm aware. But she had like
Yep.
blue and black ones in different bags sent to her house. Just
she called me, right? So we're all friends. And so she calls me and says, "Hey, babe, what did you send me?" I said, "Oh," I was like, I didn't know that you told her. I was like, "Oh, well, Frosty got you a present. Oh, I'm so excited to see it on you." And she goes like, she was like holding the phone like this and was like,
she's like, "Where the fuck did you send me to?"
She literally said, she was like, "Are you coming to murder me? Oh my god."
Just like fucking oh god, like Dexter, like laying out the fucking tarp, like
I
so
was
he
like,
doesn't make a
"What?"
mess.
And she's like,
Oh
"You
my
sent me
god.
tops, bro." And I'm like, "I didn't." I even sent her a picture of her parcel of yours going together. It went
Yeah.
together. So
So
it should
basically,
have
what
gone together
happened
when
is
it got there.
I also received a parcel with the correct sticker for me, but it wasn't the parcel it was meant to be on either. I got a package, and I think it was full of like music magazines. That was meant to go to a music store
Yeah,
or something. And I only reached back the corner like before I realized that it was the wrong parcel, obviously, and I was
Yeah.
like, "The fuck is this?" And then, so to make this long story a bit shorter, basically, to somebody either it was sent through Sandal, who then handed off. In WA to Australia Post, and then Australia Post sends it out to the addresses in the different cities. Now,
Yes.
neither Sendal or Australia Post would take responsibility because one or the other of them put the incorrect sticker label on the wrong parcel. So we were sent someone else's parcel, and hopefully those people got them back, but who knows if they ever will. Like, I don't, honestly, they probably lost forever. And we just like at that point had not received our parcels and we're never going to see them again. And we had to put in all these complaints from our end, from Trashy's end,
Yeah.
through
I had
Australia
fights
Post,
with
through
them through
Sendal.
email,
Yeah, and we put in all these complaints from all the different ends and everything through the two different businesses, went back and forth and stuff, and they just were saying like, oh, like they were just like, in the end, they
You can't find
literally
it.
just emailed me back and said, no, you will never see these parcels. We don't know where they are. We will never find them. Goodbye. Australia Post and Sendal both replied to me in the end, finalised it, closed both cases for me and the other parcel to my sister-in-law, and were like, no. They were like, we take no responsibility.
The same thing when
Talk
I
to the
got.
other person. Right.
I said,
So this is what
do you
happened.
mean?
I got that email. I would have received that email like late at night or something, but I actually didn't open my emails till the next morning. I usually wake up in the morning, check my emails, have my coffee and stuff. So we were actually leaving for Perth that day. So we got up, had coffee. We were literally packing the stuff in the car and leaving. Like, and then I was like, wait a second, there's something in the mailbox. I was like, it's probably junk mail or whatever. So my husband goes over and checks it, and guess what he fucking pulls out? The lost parcel that Sendal and Australia Post had said, no, we don't know where it is. You'll never see it. It's never happening. And it was the ponytail I'd been waiting for a month, or at this point, more than a month. Like, the fucking ponytail that I ordered. And then we got to my sister-in-law's house, and I was like, hey, guess what happened? My ponytail, it actually arrived. Like, what the fuck? And then we looked in her post box, and her ponytail was there too. So obviously this story ends with like, I mean, not in the best way, but it does have some sort of happy ending. But it was just it's just such a fuck around through Sendal, honestly. And then the two of them just being so petty and they didn't give a shit about us and helping us. They were just being petty assholes and were like, go and ask those guys. Those guys have lost your parcel, not us. I'm like, I don't give a shit who lost it. I'm like, fucking find it, dog.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could have been worse, obviously, as in we could have never received the parcel, even though we weren't supposedly not supposed to. But it was just such a fuck around. Like 4 months. I mean, 4 months. Fuck, 4 months. 4 weeks. Okay, though, 4 weeks. It shouldn't take 4 weeks to receive something within like your own country. You know, that's wild. That's so wild. Like,
look, I am happy that you got them finally.
I am so happy too. I'm like, look at this. It's so nice.
I was
And it's
so
a different
scared.
style than the other one. I'll see if I can put the camera up a little bit. So these guys I showed off in a video. It was my second most recent video I did. These guys are the Fairy Floss gradient ponytail extensions from Trash Mama Wigs, which come in 6 different styles. They're ombre, and I just did a video all about these, styling them, the prices, showing you the brand, everything, you guys. So go and check that out on my channel after this, okay? But I'm so excited because this one is different. This has got like a little Velcro bit, and this bit wraps around to like the top of the pony and like hides where the little Velcro bit is. So I'm going to be showing you this very soon in a new video as soon as my wigs arrive. So
Woo! So excited.
end of that shit show story.
End of that rant. How can I show you things on this thing? Oh, I can share screen. Okay, hang on.
Oh yeah, I always forget that you can do that.
Okay, so maybe we can do a podcast of like talking about names of things because I need help.
Ooh.
To be honest.
That sounds like fun.
I find it really hard to name things sometimes.
Oh yeah, you know what? Razor, he writes a lot, like novel types, like fantasy stuff, or he makes like fantasy characters and things. And he's always asking me, like, "Can you help me think of names?" And I'm like, "No, I can't. I suck. I really, really suck at names. Like, I'm really bad at it. I don't know why. Like, I'm just so bad at it."
Okay,
I'm pretty sure I like Googled female fantasy character names to name my Final Fantasy character.
Yep. Okay. So I have been sort of creating a collection as well as sort of just trying to stick with the fairy floss ponytails, which I may rename. So I like calling them fairy floss ponytails, but I feel like it's a lot sort of to say, like fairy floss gradient ponytail, drawstring, blah. Like it's a lot sort of like in its title. So I'm trying to like shorten it and stuff. So they'll probably be shortened, and I'll create some art so that they can get little cards every time that you get a specific ponytail, so they can be for that collection specifically, and then move on to the next one or whatever. So you can have like a little, keepsake or whatever. Because originally those ponytails were supposed to be the pop and go ponytails.
Oh, yep.
Because you literally pop it on and go. So it's supposed to be pop and go party pony. But I don't want to just call it a party pony because you could wear it whenever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a pop and go. I feel like also maybe that's, to me, that feels more of like a clip sort of situation where you literally just done. But I mean, not that these are hard to put on at all. Like, but it just like feels like there's a little slightly more involved than I don't know if I'd call it the pop on pony, you know what I mean? But like, obviously I'm not, you name your stuff whatever you want to. Just for me, like, I feel like that'd be more of like a claw situation, maybe. Like,
Okay.
I know some of those sample ponies have different kinds of attachments and stuff, but that wouldn't be a bad idea though. Like for people who are in like a fucking rush, like an actual pop on 2-second pony, like clamp one, just like done. It's giving me ideas.
Yeah, I like it. I literally do not apologize for giving input. I need it because it's just me here.
Well, pop and go, like clamp ponies and buns would be really good because like then like, you've got your hair or your wig or whatever, you literally just clamp them on, done. Like the most minimal effort possible. I know some people like. I like all kinds of areas. Like some people like to put in a lot of effort and style things and stuff, and other people literally are lazy as shit. I like to be in both of those categories, not at the same time. But I'm either really lazy and will just like do absolutely the bare minimum or nothing at all, or like I'll go way too out of my way and to be extremely extra.
Okay, so I finished my snack.
Plaits and stuff could work for like pop and go as well, like things that you literally just clip and done.
Yeah, because like I wanted to make sort of like, because the drawstrings to me are so easy. Like,
oh yeah, they're easy. They are easy.
Like, sure, a drawstring is like a clip-on is really easy, but it's really hard to find manufacturers who the clips don't fall apart. Like
Yeah,
there's a
a whole
little
other
metal
issue.
thing. Yeah, because when I was trying playtesting them, because I really like claw ponies, but it's only really for people who have like, you know, short or thin hair. Anybody with bigger hair, it's kind of like a fuck you to them, which I thought was very. It wasn't, I guess, size inclusive in like the hair department.
Yeah,
Which
I guess it's something also maybe you could have in the listings. Like if some products work better for like thinner hair or thicker hair or whatever, maybe you could like just add that in the specifics. Because like sometimes, as much as you try really hard to cater to everybody, sometimes there's things that you like. There's always going to be some things where it's just going to work better for somebody than somebody else. You know, so you might recommend. Recommend if you have fine to medium hair or something. Like if you have really thick hair, maybe you'd recommend this ponytail or this product instead. You know what I mean? Like, because it's so hard. Like it's impossible really to cater to every single person's wants and needs and stuff like that. Like sometimes you got to be like, all right, like this is great. And but like it's not going to work for every single person, so maybe it's just better to put that in the description and stuff, and that way people can be like savvy when they're buying and stuff, like especially if you're going to add recommendations, like maybe if something's better for fine hair, you can also add check out these styles instead, like for thicker hair, and then they can go like, oh, okay, and then check out those styles instead of, if you just left it as, this isn't great for thick hair, then they're going to be like, oh, sad, okay, bye. Like they're not going to buy anything, like, but if you're like, but check out all these other styles that are great for thick hair, then they can go check them out, obviously. Like,
okay, so at the moment, ever since 2020, like sort of started, we've been playtesting wraparound ponytails. Drawstrings were my first because I'm like, easy. I can make them better than how they're manufactured. Like,
I dig them so much. Like, these are so fantastic, and I love what you've done. How you've added this extra. You guys can probably see it from there if you're watching. This has got pink stitching around the top of these drawstring ponies, and it does just make them so much like stronger and stuff. It actually makes it easier for me too, because like visually I can see like exactly where the closure is when I'm doing it up and everything. So like it just makes it a bit easier to put on as well. So
yeah, it was definitely a big thing because like I have like eyesight problems sometimes. So it's like I couldn't see what I'm doing or where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like,
especially if you're
it can be muscle memory when
blending the color into your hair as well. Like if you're matching the top to your own hair color, then you're not gonna be able to see as well like what you're doing and stuff. So
so sorry, that was a big thing of like when I shouldn't say we, but like Planet's the background. He's the brains of the operation, the money and stuff. But when we were creating those, there was so many colors sort of like to pick from in like the sort of like already are made, because then you can pick different colors and whatnot, but like the fluffiness is not the same. And then there was like problems with like shipping and whatnot, and we could go into the history of Trash Mama, like at some point. But like yeah, so what I have been working on, I will tell you first, is that last year we came out with the drawstrings, so the fairy floss gradient drawstring ponytails. We also came out with a wraparound called Bobby Girl, or Bobby Girl, or however you want to sassy say it. That is definitely more made for somebody who has a lot thinner hair or short hair, or if you can put your hair in a small bun. Because I know some
Yeah,
people can't, or it's difficult to, and I totally understand it, and I feel you.
yeah,
Um, I have been play testing it on a couple of my friends who have big hair,
yeah,
who have thick hair, who have very fluffy sort of hair.
yeah,
So obviously there is not just my hair type in the market, and I'm
yeah,
sick and tired of seeing just products made for that. It's
yeah,
so like, sure, it is a lot of money, it is a lot of time to
yeah,
produce, develop whatever I have to do, or any business has to do, to make it available for people who have bigger hair.
yeah,
And there are companies out there who do it. There are beauty salons who are especially made for African sort of hair that have the big frows and stuff like that. And the
yeah,
products that they make are for people who have it, like protective hairstyles and whatnot. And
yeah.
that's fantastic. I'm not here to tread on their feet at all. They're doing an
Mm.
amazing job, and I'm not here to do that. So, what I am here to tread on, though, is big corporations.
Squashman is put like drum and then.
I'm joking, obviously, but like, if you don't think I'm joking, like, please, I am a really sarcastic person. Like, that's just who I am. So we've been playtesting so we've got a sort of a small net for people who have very light, sort of short or thin hair,
Yeah,
um, or no hair. If you want to put it on a wig, that's totally possible. Or if you have thick hair, you wear a wig, you can totally put it on that. It's up to you.
mm,
You make the rules. But for people who have thicker hair, we have been playtesting a wider net. So I wish I had a pony here. Actually, you can probably do it. On the pink one, if you don't mind taking it off. Sorry to make you.
trying to find the
I
end of
should have
it.
brought it here. I have one in the next room, but I've just sat down. So
So much hair. The
yeah,
fans
so
going.
the white part at the top, the cream sort of section with the lace.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, where's
So
the camera? Here it is.
yeah, so that is the net. And the top section is the Velcro. And then you've got the little cone, the
Yeah.
claw cone. So we'll just use that terminology for now. So that one there is very small.
Yeah, it's quite small.
We actually made it bigger than the original design that they sent me. So it took an even longer time to produce because they're very sort of
Yeah.
slow manufacturing, but it looks beautiful. Um, but I'll talk about that product specifically in a minute, and why that's a sample, not an actual product. Um, so we developed a wider net. So it's probably about probably like my face, almost my face size, wide and long. So it's a lot longer sort of net. I don't have one here because I've given them away to sample test
Yeah.
for some of my friends who have thicker hair. And I know I
Although,
can.
like, for these thinner ones, like, you can definitely get away with whether it's your own hair or wig or something. If it's quite thick, like if there's a lot of hair and stuff, you can still get away with wearing these as ponytails, buns, braids, whatever you wanted to. But instead of putting all of your hair up, you could just put like small, like, half up, maybe into two buns or something, and put a ponytail on each side. And wear them as buns or ponytails or whatever you want to, basically. Like, there are still ways to wear the ones with the smaller nets if you do have
Of
lots of
course.
hair. Like, but just a few tips, like, for people who, you know. But I'm glad you're making ones with bigger things, obviously, for people with hair, unlike myself who has no hair at all.
So just to be able to like wrap around someone's ponytail, even I have like quite thin hair, and I want the whole thing to wrap around. And so
Yeah.
we're trying. Sorry, I'll finish my snack. I need to stop snacking because I'm like talking about ideas and I keep snacking while I'm doing it.
It is the Snacks and Relax podcast.
I know. So we've developed one. I haven't shared any pictures because I'm really scared of showing it on Instagram and then having it copied. Because I've made
Just wait, I reckon. Just wait. Yeah,
on
just
my
start.
own. And I'm like, I'm not going to share it. I'm not going to share it. Even when it comes out, I won't even show you the back. And I understand
Do you
now
know
why
how many
companies
times
don't show
that's
the back.
happened to people who've like come up with ideas and people have immediately taken them and made a million very cheap, shitty copies of them and
Yep.
sold them all over like Amazon and eBay and stuff like that. Like
Yep.
that's one of the most harmful things that can happen to small businesses is that either really cheap, shitty like copies will get made and be sold for like next to nothing. And the thing is, they're not worth anything though anyway. So like because they're such shitty quality that they're so poorly made and stuff. They're not made to the high quality and expectations that a small business would make them to. And also, big companies are really bad for stealing ideas from small businesses as well. So, like, I feel like it's hard because, like, you want to share as much as possible and get people involved and be like, look at this cool shit and get people's opinions because they're the customers, they're the people going to wear it. But at the same time, it's like, what are these fucking assholes? Like, honestly, I've seen so many small businesses suffer from large companies stealing their shit and selling it. And sometimes the small business is able to take them to court and get, and they probably don't make any money from it. In fact, they probably lose money from taking the company to court. But a lot of companies can't afford to take these small companies can't afford to take these big companies to court. They can't afford fucking fancy ass expensive lawyers to fight to win the rights to their own fucking products that they came up with. And it makes me so sad and angry at the same time. Like it just pisses me off. I have so many things piss me off. Let's just call this what pisses Frosty off the podcast. I feel like all I do is just complain. I swear to God, like I don't just always complain. I just feel like I come here and I just get ranty. I feel ranty today. So.
This is the let it out section of the podcast.
This is so stunning. I'm so excited to wear this. I'm like, ooh. I like the contrast too. Like this is a very sleek pony, the Velcro wraparound one, and these are like very fluffy, heaps of volume and stuff like that. Like I love them so much. I just like hang them up in my room and I'm like, look at these, everybody. Anytime I do anything, I'm just like, look at my ponytail collection.
I do the same, especially like when I hang them up, like because I hang them up in my closet. Like Tennis, like Planet doesn't have any.
It's so satisfying
to put his clothes because I've taken over the wardrobe.
You're like, just put them on the floor, okay?
I asked him, "Do you need space?" And he's like, "Nah, alright, that's mine now." You're lost. He's like, "Oh, I just need a section for like my suit jackets," and I'm like, "Yeah, cool. There's like 3 of them." Yeah, of course you can have space. You're allowed. Like people say, like, "Oh, who wears the pants in the relationship?" It's such a dumbass thing to say. First of all, obviously it's me. No, it's both of us. Because we wear clothes. We're not naked. I hate that. I hate when people say that. Like they just assume that like I'm the bossy person. I'm like,
I know I'm the bossy person. I said I know I'm a bossy person.
Yeah. Like when I used to live with my sister, like as much as I don't believe in like astrology or whatever, I know in quotations, I'm sorry. They're both Geminis and they're both assholes.
God damn it.
Like at first I was like, oh, whatever. Like, some of my friends are really into it. I'm like, yeah, no worries. Like, that's great. You believe in that. And like, sometimes they'll tell me like, oh, the moon and then this and this and that. And it's like, sometimes it's interesting to hear, sure. But like, someone was like, oh God, you're going to live with 2 Geminis and you're a Libra. I'm like, what does that mean? And they're like, not good. And I'm like, oh, whatever. And then we live together and all they do is make fun of me. Both of them. They both would always make fun of me because I'm just like soft, sensitive, and they're just like, haha, dumb. Anyway, put that aside. So what were we going to talk about? We were going to talk. Okay, so we're developing that. It's moving forward. I'm really excited. All I need now is money, and I'm moving. Shit.
Oh God.
So, and after Christmas, well, before or after? Before Christmas, I just bought a bunch of samples of things that I want to start doing in 2021, in this year, I should say. And then after Christmas, Tennyson was just like, okay, now we decide to move. And I'm like, fuck. Okay. I want to move. Don't get me wrong. Not that I hate this house. I'm very thankful that we have this house and I have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
But when a place has bad memories and you just want to skadoosh away, you want a new place just to be like, right, new energy, let's do this. Like, let's get a place that, like, we have less shit in it. Or we have less places to put shit in it,
Yeah, I guess like you got to go through all your stuff when you move and like.
Yeah, just be able to just declutter and all that. And just go to a place that's newly built. Because we've always lived in old houses. And today when we looked at new places, I was like, is this a wonderland? Like, what the fuck? Like, one house we saw was bad, but it was not as bad as some of the houses that we used to see or even live in.
Yeah.
Like, one house had like 3 bedrooms plus a rumpus room which had a door. So the rumpus room could literally be used as a room and was used as a bedroom. Like, that house would be perfect for a share house. But I don't live in a share house anymore. So I'm like, and like there was like cracks in the walls and everything was slanted, and I'm like, oh, getting like flashbacks to the house we lived in before. I was like, no, get me out of here. Like, it's just so many problems in like the previous house, and like this one's been really nice. It's been a nice like just cruiser. Like, we live in this house, we save some money, we start a business. We put money into things that we want to do and stuff like that. So so I'm going to talk about some samples that are coming this year. Whoa!
Yay!
On the freaking way, and I'm so excited.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
So
Let's see.
I will not be overdeveloping this year. I have this huge idea in my brain. I'm just like, yes, we're gonna buy all this stock and we're gonna. Where the fuck am I gonna put it? Don't think about it. Doesn't matter. We're just gonna create and we're gonna have all this shit. And I'm like, no, stop. We're not doing that. We're not just like, ooh, that's pretty, get that. Ooh, that's pretty, get that. It's like, bitch, where are you gonna put it? I know it's only 20, but it's 20 of every bloody color that you want.
Yeah.
So that's already like a nightmare I don't want to think about. But I've like crossed off my list and gone through my journals and whatnot. So 2021, I decided and sort of developing on already existing products that we have. So the fairy floss ponies.
Yeah.
We'll get 3 new cousins.
Ooh. Nice. So they're going to be the same but like different colors? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Nice.
And they won't be dark roots. They won't be light roots. They will be 4 shade gradients.
Ooh, interesting.
I'm so
I like
excited.
it.
I want to tell you, but I can't because I'm just like that would ruin the surprise.
Oh, dude, I'm excited.
Yeah. So I had a plan that I think I was like trying to see like what's missing in the gradient family, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I think I want to do more dark roots than light roots because that there's not really any more options of light roots. Unfortunately, there's only like sort of a couple you can
yeah.
pick after the blue and the pink ones. Um, I don't think there's any more. Hang on, let me check that I'm correct, but I'll keep talking. So I think I will move forward with the darker root ones, like more expanding on those, because a lot of people have darker roots more than lighter roots. It's just sort of I
Yeah.
just wanted it because I wanted a bloody Barbie pony, like you know, I wanted like the Y2K sort of thing and stuff. I was just like, yeah, I need that. Okay, let me see. Okay, so we got new colors in. Yeah, majority are dark. So I'll show you this. I don't know if you can even see it in the camera. Probably not. No? Alright, hang on.
Vaguely.
Let's see. Do I have it here? No, I don't have it. No, I do. Hang on. Okay, I will share my screen. Share screen.
Ooh.
Ooh. Application window. This one. Share. Okay. Can you see anything? Yay! You can see it. Oh, shit.
Oh wait, it just disappeared.
Hang on. Yeah, I'll put it there. I'll put this here. Can I see it at the same time? I'd like to see it at the same time. No, I don't want to. It says my screen's there. Can you not see it? Hey, you can see it.
There we go. Has this been
Alrighty.
temp temp?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what I mean. My brain.
Yeah. So 2021 will be the year of the rainbow. It will be the
Oh,
rainbow.
dude,
Will be the
that bag
rainbow
though. The
generation, is what I'm
rainbow.
calling it.
Wait, so I see like there's oh my god, this is everything that I'm waiting for. So I see the lights first of all,
Yep.
and I see the tinsel extension things, the tinsel
Yep.
bits,
Yep.
and I see the little rainbow bags, and I see eyelashes in different colors too. Oh my god, ah! And
Yep.
everything else is rainbow. I'm like, okay, dude, count me in for like everything.
Yes, I'm so excited. I'm so fucking pumped. So
Oh my
the
god,
first thing I want to do is obviously the rainbow bags, but at the same time, I really want to get started on the wraparounds. So
yeah.
I don't know if you can see my mouse here. Okay. So these two here are potential colors for the fairy floss.
Yes, that would be so cool.
So this one kind of reminds me of like those like fizzer lollies.
Yeah,
Yeah. Lifesavers or whatever the heck they are.
they kind
Um,
of remind me of like rainbow snakes.
yeah, definitely like a lolly sort of lolly
Yeah,
bag collection
yep.
coming out. Yeah, so I will be getting a lot of more of these in because it seems to be very popular with people.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's so cool.
I packed some in with your stuff that I sent you too because it was just
Did
like whatever
you?
I had left. Yeah,
Oh, dude,
it was just like to make
you're out
up
of
for all the
control.
shit that fucking Sendel put you through.
I'm gonna be living
Oh,
my best life when the stuff
yeah.
gets here. I'm like, yes.
So yeah, we're gonna get a bunch of colors, more than what's here, like the purple, the blue, the green, and
Yeah.
whatnot. Um, yeah, because there's just so many different colors. There's even like a rainbow version of this with holographic glitter.
Ooh,
That'll be
that's
really cool.
cool.
So we are also getting. Hang on, where am I? Trying not to fast pace myself. Um,
So is that a fringe or something? What's that? The
can you see this? I wonder if it'll update. Hang on. Okay, so
I
hang
think
on.
you have to change the
Let's
page.
Okay, that's fine. So let's just go through this. So this is a fringe. This one
Oh,
here.
rainbow fringe.
Flipping bangs. So we're going to
I
develop,
love
the
that
same
idea.
company is developing this one, and this are all the same.
Yes.
So
I love that wig so much.
I am in love. I cannot wait to be a fruitingle bitch. Like, I'm
Same.
so excited. Like when
Dude,
it's so
we need to be like matching fruit tingle bitches, okay?
yay! Oh my god! Even if we can't see each other again this year, we need to be matching
We'll just
fruitingle
all
bitches.
the rest of our podcasts are just going to be in these matching fruit tingle wigs.
Yeah, like I can imagine wearing this with the ponytail
Oh my
together.
god, yes,
So
yes.
I have a little bit of surprise
And
with
the
this one.
lashes. Oh my god.
But like so this one here, this ponytail, this
Yep.
came in like 20 or like 18. It's something really short inches, and
Oh
I was
yeah.
like, that's all nice and all, but can I get like 30, 40 inches?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, you can. I'm like, fuck yeah. So the picture I sent you today is
Yep.
the 30-inch one they made.
Oh my god. That's so cool.
It's even more colors than this one because it's cut
Oh,
off.
dude, I'm so excited.
Yeah, so essentially it's made out of this sort of hair, but it's chemically sort of like straightened, so it
Ah
looks
yeah.
really nice and silky smooth. Oh, I can't wait to touch it. I'm so excited. So then we move on to the eyelashes.
Yes.
Plastic
I didn't know you were
synthetic
thinking about them.
eyelash.
You haven't mentioned to me yet. I'm like hyperventilating like I need every single pair of those.
Yeah, so I haven't mentioned anything to you at all because I was like umming and ahhing about it and like, oh, I don't know, because a lot of companies, especially where we're getting everything from, they do sort of like they do this and then they'll do like mink lashes and I'm like, no, I'm
Yeah.
like
No
fucking hate
Meg.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, so like sure, I'm not buying mink, but that
Yeah.
company will make them
Mm.
for other people. And even though I'm not purchasing it, I feel a certain responsibility if I was
Like
to buy
spending
it.
your money. Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I see what you mean, yeah.
So there was even stores where like there were wigs I wanted to buy, but also the manufacturer was selling those stupid Trump hats, "Make
Oh,
America Great Again," and I'm like,
yeah.
ew, no.
Yeah.
I do my research. Trust me, I go through everything every supplier sells, and I'm like, if you sell any racist shit or
Yeah.
any like
I'm
cruelty
not
on
down for
that
that.
spectrum shit, I'm like, no, we are not
Mm.
talking. So,
You're like, it's a no from me, Doug.
yeah, it's a no for me. It's the animal cruelty for me, and it's the racism for me. Okay.
Yeah. So did you manage
So,
to find somewhere?
yes, I did. So this
Oh my
is
god.
plastic. Like these are synthetic fibers
Yeah.
used for
Like
the
they look
costume sort of
like kind of the
lashes.
party ones that I've got a
Yeah,
bunch of those like because those are so cool. Like I know some people aren't into them, but like this, I love them. They have like bits of tinselly shit in them and stuff. I'm like, yes. Those ones look, yeah. Some of them look like more like synthetic fibers, and some of them look like tinselly. It looks like there's a mixture
yeah.
of them there.
So these ones here, this sort of bottom section is tinsel.
Mm,
So it's like tinsel with black, tinsel with white, tinsel with purple, tinsel with green, and then like more purple, more blue,
mm.
and then this sort of top
Rainbow.
these top sections, except for this one. This one is another tinsel one, but this one is purple and red, sort of striped
Oh,
in tinsel.
interesting.
And then these ones are just different colors, sort
I'm
of
so
striped.
into the what is it? The one where you got your mouse on right now. Oh my god, those
This
rainbow
one.
ones right there. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, no, I love those. So that's another option we're sort of exploring, but it's another expensive option at
Yeah.
the moment. So we'll see. They'll probably just come in a little cute little baggie as like the clips do and stuff. So I won't spend too much time. I'm not going to get any sort of like plastic packaging or anything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, Trash Mama Wigs stands for getting rid of all the excess packaging, and like
Yeah.
I deal with it on my own side of like
Mm,
reusing it and stuff like that. Because everything comes in plastic, unfortunately. There is no way
yeah.
out of that. So moving on. So we are getting new packaging in 2021. Yes.
Woo!
So we are getting zipper bags. So all
Those
the
are
ponies
so cute.
will now, and most of the other like buns, wigs, whatever, will come in rainbow bags.
I love it.
So I know everyone likes the toiletry sort of like someone called it a toiletry bag and I can't get it out of my head. I'm just like, damn. Like, but I
I
wanted more
mean,
colorful packaging and I wanted something that's more.
yeah,
Some people have said that like they want something that's really easy, like zip zip, zip zip. You know, just open,
yeah.
close, put in, put out. And I'm like, no worries. I'll still keep the big bag for custom braids or the pigtail bundles and stuff
Yeah,
like
I mean,
that.
you could just have them available for people to pay. Like maybe if it can be an option for people to either buy them like individually, or they can add it to their order for so much extra money or something like that.
Yep, for
Maybe it can
sure.
be an option like at checkout. If so, you can be like the rainbow bag is a standard bag we send it in, but you can pay like an extra however much dollars if you prefer to have it sent in the the toiletry bag instead.
Yeah,
I don't know what
so
to call it. So I was like.
at the moment on the website, we do have a storage bundle, which is if you
Yeah,
buy a wig or something like that, you can buy a bag, a storage bag, and a hook,
yeah,
a hanger hook, as a part of like a little bundle. You can add that to your bundle, and it doesn't cost any extra to sort of like to add to it because shipping sort of works in a bracket. It works in like saying like, oh, up to a kilo is this much. So any less than that, even if it's like 0.1, they
yeah,
still charge you for the full kilo.
yeah.
So it doesn't add anymore. But we are working on fixing that because our site is being stupid at the moment. But we will fix it. Don't you worry. And if you ever have any questions or anything like that, please contact me. Talk to me. DM me, like I'm always here to help and figure shit out. I will put custom bundles up for you
Yeah.
if that's how it works and stuff like that. So let's just get moving on and I will finish talking. So the rainbow wig here, sorry, I should point with my mouse, this one. Ooh.
Yep.
This little bob is coming and they do a lot of these wigs with the front fringe. They do this version in like a pastel neon. Oh, it's gorgeous. And like
I love it so much.
I wanted that one too, but they're like, we don't have that one in stock. You have to buy stock. And
Oh,
I was like, fine. If this rainbow thing and this one, if these two are good,
yeah,
then this,
yeah.
I bought this one and this one. I couldn't buy this one because it's stock made.
Oh,
So I
yeah,
said, if these two are good, I want to buy all three.
yeah. That's so cool. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I
So
can't wait.
even some
I'm like, please be good because I love them. They're so pretty and I want them. I
I
need
know.
them in my life.
I'm hoping. Cross my fingers and toes. So we are also developing single extensions, so you can put them in the front of your fringe if you want, or like just front of your
Oh, that's
hair, or
cool.
all
Are you
over.
thinking like for
Wig
the
stuff.
tinsel ones and other ones? Are you thinking like you can have like single piece, or you can have like two pieces for so much, or like like maybe you can have like little deals for different amounts of pieces or something like that.
Yeah. So they will be single piece. They will come in a duo, and they will come in a 4-pack and a 6-pack.
Okay, yep, that makes sense because then
Yeah.
people can like you just like makes more sense because like people can buy it how they want to then and stuff like.
Yeah, exactly. So everything we will figure out when it comes in. We'll test it, whatever the process that we go through of
Yeah,
testing it through it, and then just putting all the costings of how much everything costs at the moment. Because with COVID, everything is very
yeah.
expensive. So
Ah,
we're making do. Like we're adding and subtracting where we can. Yeah.
yeah,
So like
making the prices as fair as you possibly can, but
yeah.
obviously, you still need to cover all of your expenses and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
And like you are paying for quality when you go to a small
Right.
business. Like, I don't just
And
buy
all
a
that time and stuff,
thousand of everything
yeah,
here and then
like,
like literally footy kick it a box to your
yeah.
door. That's not what I do at all. Like,
No, like, if
you
anybody
know,
just listened to this fucking podcast, like, you literally have said everything. Like, you've researched where you actually get your stuff from. You've gone back and forth. You want to get the best quality possible. You've tried out the samples. You've asked for them to be altered when you've wanted them to be better. Like, you've gone and like you've asked your customers and people who are potential customers questions like what do they want to see with the packaging? What do they want to see with your products? What do they prefer and what works best for them and stuff
yeah,
like that.
sure.
And you've incorporated that with everything that you want to see as well, your vision also, and I love everything that you make, and I'm just like I'm gonna be so poor. I'm like I just want to buy one of every single thing,
Yeah.
and like slowly over time I'm gonna fill this whole fucking rack up. Okay, I just got 3 new wig heads for
Yeah.
Christmas. And I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna buy more wig heads because I've got 3 wigs on their way to me right now. So,
Yeah.
god damn it.
Oh
Uh,
god. Yeah, so like I've bought obviously like I bought mullet wigs because I'm like I think they
dude,
look cool sometimes.
is that
There were
that
so
looks
many
like
people that
David
said
Bowie in
no.
Labyrinth?
All these people were like, no, that's so ugly, and I'm like, get out of my face. Like,
What was that? Wait, what was that?
oh,
Go back.
sorry, hang on. This one.
Oh,
Oh, hang on, let's go back because that's a horrible Photoshop they've done. But yeah, so I've looked at like more clip-ons and stuff, and I'm looking at buying some more and figuring that out because I know there's a lot on the market, especially for like anime sort of wigs, and we're looking at if we
yeah.
could stock certain anime wigs and stuff like that. If conventions are even bloody happening this year, we don't know. Um, so yeah,
So
the
many
market
people
is
do
all over the
wear it
place.
though, like they wear in their own time, like as
Yeah.
their style, and people wear it to out, or people wear it as like cosplays or costumes, or to
Mm.
festivals or events. Like there's lots of other reasons people wear it, So I think it'd still be a really popular item. That's
Mm-hmm.
pretty. I don't know what's
So
happening, but I like it.
this is silver braiding hair or grey
Oh,
braiding hair with rainbow
interesting.
glittered tinsel.
Oh, I like it.
So they come in a bunch of colors, as you can see, like down here. But I've just bought this specifically because I saw someone do some braids with these, and I really liked it.
Ooh.
So some custom braided sets I'm going to start putting up on the website because I'm just working on them at the moment while also trying to live life and not die.
Yeah.
Um, is just like putting up some custom braided sets for you to just buy. You don't have to talk to
Yeah.
me if you don't want to. Like, even if you don't know what you want, like I will put some up and you can get some inspiration. Just
Yeah.
maybe you like, oh, I like this, but I wish it had, I don't know, some rainbow hair or some dreadlocks
Yeah.
or something or anything, right? So we're looking into all our options. I bought this wig here. I know it's very plain looking, but like
I
I
like
just
it though.
yeah, I like how the ombre goes sort of all the way over. There's a problem with these sort of like hard front. So
Yeah.
usually it wouldn't have this front
Yeah.
fringe section here. And that's the problem I found with the hard front wigs that we got in the first run. Because I wished that they had a front fringe because then I would just wear it.
It'd be
I
a
wouldn't
lot easier to style. You don't have to do anything. Like with the other ones, unfortunately, it does require a little bit more work unless you're going to put a hat on or something like that. Obviously, yes. Ah, dude, that's making me so hungry for an icy pole. Like you have no fucking idea.
yeah, so you see how like the
Oh,
color
dude.
changes, like
Oh,
it was
dude.
cut off at about like here in the picture.
Oh my god, I need a couple of those rainbow ones like right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So it's just
The second you
gorgeous.
list those down, I really hope the quality is there, so you can list them because I'm like,
Yeah,
yes, I need them.
yeah. So I'm just gonna share an image here, and I will share it on my socials as well of the new colors that have come out in 2021.
Ooh. Are you going to
Of,
see like if what people think like they're into and stuff and get an idea of what to
yeah,
stock?
yeah.
That's good, yeah.
So a lot of people that even watch my stories don't want to enter in the chat box, which is kind of annoying because I was like, just let
Because
me
you could
know
do
colors.
polls,
So I was like, you know, yeah. So I don't have super high res images of these, but this is the color chart of new colors that have come in for the fairy floss ponies.
yeah. I guess
So
you could
I'm
do
looking at
like
this one,
more like your polls could be, or your questions could be just yes or no or something, or choose one or the other. Like, you could just be like, what people's preference is. Is it darker colors? Is it natural colors? Is it pastel colors? Is it rainbow? Is it, ombres? Is it whatever, like.
yeah. So what I'm looking at the moment, like I'm just forecasting at the moment, is this rainbow one here. We want to do
Yes.
a rainbow pony, of course. I want to do a pastel version of it.
That's cute too. Yeah, I love that.
Here, and then I want to do this one here, the purple to
Ooh,
pink to pale
that's
pink.
interesting. I like that.
That's gorgeous. That's like some Barbie minivan shit. I need it. I'm like, I know it's selfish, but I'm like, whatever. I want it. Like, it's
You know what's
mine.
interesting? Like, it is interesting. Even like it's got like kind of a white light green to like a dark green down at the very bottom there. Like, there's some interesting
This
colors
one here, it's
happening.
a
Like,
mint.
it's just a bit like, different color combinations than you seen before.
Mm. Yeah, it's a mint, like a deep green. So yeah, so
All
when
of
I was
those
thinking, sorry,
those
you go.
ones like there's like dark root to like, neon green and dark root to bright yellow and stuff. All of those ones are quite nice too.
Yeah, so when I was thinking about what's missing in the fairy floss gradient family, it's definitely green, yellow,
Green. Ooh.
and
Yes.
where
I
is
love
she?
yellow.
There's this one that goes from black to red to yellow. So it's like an
Ooh, that's
orange, like
interesting.
fire
Yeah.
color. I think there's another one here. I don't know if I put it in here or not. Oh, hang on. Excuse me, sir. Can you please? Sorry, the window keeps moving around. It's pissing me off. All right. So I'm just gonna flip through a little bit, and I'll go back. Okay, no, I haven't put it in there. Okay. So, but there is also, so the colors that I was thinking was a green, whether it was a neon green, a dark green,
Mm.
or a sea green sort of thing. Like even this
Yeah.
one's nice.
Yeah.
A black to yellow, and also a black to orange.
Very nice.
Because I think, yeah, so at the moment, and also like reds and stuff like that, because at the moment we've got pink, we've got baby blue, we've got a more blueberry blue, then, we've got the purple, the gray, and like the black to red.
Yeah.
So to me, what's missing is green, yellow, and orange. And then we can
Yeah.
have a full rainbow.
Mm.
Yeah. But of course, like I'll send these to you and you can let me know what you think.
I'll
Because
try
yeah,
not to be
this
useless
is
and
not
I
even
won't
the
say
full
every
list.
single one.
But yeah, like we're looking at doing like combs and shit, like
Oh, those are cute.
acrylic cut combs, like more braiding hair but different colors.
Yeah, I love it.
We're doing neon wire lights.
That's probably the best way to do it because it'd be the lightest way, wouldn't it? Like with the wire.
Yeah. So I've also ordered, which I don't have in this list, fiber optic hair extensions.
Ooh, okay.
It looks
Interesting.
like, when you're a kid and you had that weird lamp that has all those little like jellyfish, almost like um, they were like fuzzy almost, and like at the ends of it had lights in it. Do you remember that? Like you could touch it at the top. Hang on.
Oh, wait,
Show you.
wait, no.
Uh,
Yeah, you mean like it's kind of like a fucking sea urchin. It's got like these little dudes everywhere, like these long bits, right? Is that what you mean?
yeah, yeah. Oh, what was it? What was it even called? 2000, like, what?
Yeah, I remember when those were really popular. Like when Slinkies were popular and stuff.
Yeah. It's like a weird fiber light.
Mm.
Oh, it shows up. Sick. Okay. So I don't have the picture of. Obviously, I'm not promoting this particular website. I just want to show you
Yeah.
the picture of what I mean. Okay. So, boop. Oh, I can't show the screen, can I? Can I not? Oh, that's annoying. Hang on. I'm sorry. This is such a bad episode of me just like going like, like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Just get rid of this page and then just like add the other page into the.
Yeah, I just need to add it to my wall. Okay. Why am I back here again? Okay. So let's see. Is it in this file or not? If it's not, I'll just give up. Yeah, whatever. Okay, it's not. Why can I not? Okay, hang on. Sorry, guys. I just want to show you what I'm doing. Yeah, so I've got my file open. Why won't it let me show you this? Technical difficulties, the song. PC. Share. Oh, hello. Yeah, okay, it'll show up now. Okay. Great.
Oops. Hopefully there's no personal files in there.
No, it's alright. Nothing personal. Boop, boop, boop. I hate that Windows doesn't show you what like the last thing that you downloaded. You have to just look through it.
Wow.
So annoying. Ever since I updated it, I fucking hate it. It was like update to the new Windows and have like the new browser that they've created, and I'm like, ew, who wants their new browser?
Windows 10 is like the most annoying thing of all time.
Yeah. Oh, whatever. Okay. Whoop. Oops, excuse me. And where are you going? Okay, there you go. Ta-da!
Hey.
Is it gonna show? Hello? Oh,
Hello.
fuck. Okay. Sorry. I'll give up in a minute if it doesn't do it. I'm really trying here, guys. I'm really trying. Oh, shit. Okay. This thing.
Yes,
It
that's
won't let me
exactly
show
what I was
you it.
thinking of.
This fiber optic sort of thing. So they have made, like, I didn't know it existed, but they've made hair extension, sort of like, not a hair extension, but like a clip that
Yeah.
clips in and has a little battery like in the clip section. It's really light too.
Right.
Clips in, and the extension's only about like this big. It's not super long, but it still creates this like light in the top of your hair or where
Right.
you should put it. It's so cool. I'm like, give me it.
Can they only do them so long, or?
From what I've seen, but I'll obviously do my research and take a look. But I bought one of like every color that they had because I was just like, yes, I want to put
Dude,
them
that
everywhere.
sounds amazing. Yes. Oh my god. But
So,
yeah, I mean,
yeah.
you could probably like. I mean, especially if you're using like a thick ponytail like this guy, like if you plaited it, you could like hide the battery thing in there anyway, like anywhere along there. You could put one of each color in there, like and hide the battery pack by like braiding it or something, probably.
For sure.
Give me ideas.
Exactly. Well, that's what I tried to do for New Year's when I made my braids. But the battery pack was too huge. I was like, this sucks. I need to find a better option.
They still look cute though. Where are we doing? Oh, we've already gone nearly 2 hours and 15 minutes. I guess you guys are getting 2 episodes in one today, but that's fine. It was really fun doing this live, actually. So yeah, like we don't have a solid plan or anything for however many episodes we're going to do live. Just like maybe every few weeks or something. We haven't really gotten like so far as to discuss it, and we'll probably honestly not probably put anything in like set in stone. We'll probably just do it when we feel like doing it, because like it's probably a bit too hard to plan stuff like when we don't really know. It's because we go in different time zones and stuff too, so like, but yeah, so I think this will count because we've basically given you guys 2 free episodes. This will count as this week's episode that you guys would have usually seen on Saturday, and we'll be back next week with a brand new episode. I don't know if you wanted to actually do that episode talking about organization and stuff for the next episode, or if you had something else in mind you wanted to do.
No, I reckon we should do all about New resolutions and what's helpful and what's harmful.
Yeah, let's like give our top tips on how to be organized and stuff.
Literally the worst person, me.
That's right. I see you, Razor. We're just saying goodbye now. We haven't had dinner. That's why he's like, hello.
I know it's like midnight here. I mean, I don't have work, but like Tennyson does, and he hasn't come out yet. So I'm like, okay.
I think we're just gonna have some like rice and chicken, maybe some like buttered chicken or something for dinner. So yeah, woo! It's so hot though. Like I just honestly don't feel like going in the kitchen at all, let alone turning the fucking stove on. But it is what it is. Guys, don't forget to check out any of our previous episodes. There's an episode, I can't remember which episode it was, maybe our 3rd one or something, but we actually did a whole episode when Trashy first launched her business recently, and we talked heaps about it, and we showed off heaps of stuff, and she talked a lot about the business and everything like that. So yeah, check that out. You can also, like I said, check out over on my channel the YouTube video I posted recently of me trying these out, and if you want to subscribe, then you'll get to see me trying out this pink one and lots more stuff that will be here really soon. Don't forget that in the description box of every single video you can find where to follow us both on social media, and don't forget to follow here as well. Subscribe to our Snacks and Relax podcast. These are designed so you can listen to them or watch them. It's up to you. Sometimes we do include a few visual elements like today, but for the most part you can listen to these things without having to watch them also. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We will see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Bye. See you, Trashy.
Bye.